was a young lady.
Hey, Planet FunkCon, how you doing? All right, day 3, thanks for coming out.
Still see that. That's so funny.
Comic-Con, we should be singing Mad Magazine.
There we go. So please welcome, for the Mad TV reunion, our guests Phil Lamarr and Nicole Sullivan. So please help me welcome.
Hi guys. Hi everybody.
So I've got just a couple of warm-up questions and then we'll get to the audience. So I'd like to ask my guests your origin story, how you got into the business.
My origin story?
We're at Comic-Con.
Well, look, I had no business being on Mad TV, but like, you know, I was blonde and I was 24 and I wore a miniskirt for the audition. And I did a great job. But they were...
And you had great characters.
I had great characters, and there was people that were actually talented, like Phil Lamarr to my left. Yeah, you speak. You're the talented one.
Well, for me, Mad TV was a step up because I was spending my time doing sketches on stage in the 99-seat theater, the Groundlings Theater. So it was nice to be able to have more people see a sketch. Although it was nice to join the show alongside with you and with an old Groundlings friend, Mary Shear. You know, she and I did a UPS guy sketch on stage, and then we got hired to do it on camera.
Mary Shear, incredibly talented.
Oh yeah.
Can I tell you, I was telling my favorite Phil Lamarr story is that I was not talented at this thing called sketch comedy. But I mean, look, I mean, I did my best. And I said to Phil, I go, how do you do an impersonation of someone? And he said, okay. And he just like took his eye, he was like, all right, you just gotta do 2 things. One thing you look at, one thing you sound like. And I was like, wait, what does that mean? He's like, and it was Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
From Clueless. And you said, what does she look like? What does she sound like? And I was like, okay, what does she look like? What does she sound like? And that's he helped me out.
It's actually a great segue to the other question I had was, you know, you both went stage, screen, you've done, you know, sitcom type things for 30 minutes or whatever, and then there's sketch comedies. So how does acting in a sketch comedy versus maybe a little bit more of a longer form episode, how do they differ?
Well, you didn't do sketch comedy at Northwestern University, did you?
No, I didn't. And I auditioned and they said no thank you.
Wait, they had a sketch group?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they said no thank you. Right? Like, she gets me.
Now, in college, I just did improv.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Oh, it was an improv group there.
Yeah, it was called something, I forget.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
What was it called? I can't remember what it's called, but I think my college group did a competition in Chicago against
he went to what
Northwestern.
school? What school did you go to, Phil?
I went to Yale University. We had
and Northwestern is the Yale of the Midwest.
Well, one summer, my Yale improv group, the Purple Crayon, spent a summer in Chicago doing improv.
Oh yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah, I was never part of that.
Yeah, but no, I just stumbled into sketch by mistake. Although I was a Saturday Night Live fan, but came home after college and went to the Groundlings to do improv. And this company, their main thing is, if you do a good improv, write it down. Bring that back as a sketch.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. They teach you to write from improv.
Shit. Thank God I didn't do that.
Well,
I would have sucked.
You know, when you hear something, well, you just know you got to do whatever. Paul Rubens and Kathy Griffin and Lorraine Newman tell you to do.
Right, yeah, exactly. I like to say, like, I don't have a skill set per se. I tell other people's jokes well. Like, I don't have my own jokes. Improv people have their own jokes, like, and it is a skill set, in case you didn't need to tell you that, but like, stand-up is its own skill set, improv is its own skill set. I don't have those, but I will tell you, if you write me a joke, I'll tell one.
Oh, so you're saying somebody else wrote the Van Gogh movie?
No, I wrote that racist.
Yeah,
So.
you wrote those jokes.
Racist. Nothing but racist. It was back then. It was back then.
Well, it's surprising your character hasn't come back. The Van Gogh lady hasn't come back big in 2025 in this country.
Have you seen the what's her face? The Darlene McBride is back. Oh, remember Darlene McBride? Google it. It's not cute. Anyway, go ahead.
Everyone's Googling.
Did you have questions? Because Phil and I will do this all day.
Oh no, it's great. It's great. So I'll actually give some time at this point to see if the audience has some questions. Okay.
Thank y'all for being here.
Yes, thank you.
At 12:15, because Mad TV didn't go that long.
You know, I got you. Hold on.
We were just off by 12.
What's it like working with Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey? We never worked with Jim Carrey. No, that's in Living Color. Although, yeah, boo. I want this kid to go boo. No, it's okay.
Well, that's interesting. Mad TV was the first late night comedy show with more than one black guy. But we weren't prime time like in Living Color.
You want me to ask questions for you?
Nicole, I bet you had a funny story. I heard you had a mishap on your plane rides.
Dude,
What's that?
I can say that again. I heard that you had a mishap while getting here with the plane. Did you? I mean, you made it here.
I made it here, yeah. Yes.
I thought maybe there was a funny story there. If not, that's okay.
No, I wish it were a funny story. No, it's not funny. I'm gonna tell it. It involved my 92-year-old dad. It's all right. Like, guys, listen, he's half 1 foot up.
Thank God he's still going at
I'm
92.
not allowed to make fun of my dad. He's doing great.
Well, and obviously Mr. Sullivan got some great fucking genes.
He's
Because she's funny and beautiful. Wouldn't you be a proud dad if that was your daughter?
Well, I'll throw another question out there. There are quite a few sketch comedy shows, but you know, McCullough was mentioned, Mad TV's, Saturday Night Live. What do you think is the appeal of sketch comedy?
That's a great question. I mean, I think there's some reason why people tune in to SNL year after year after year, and every year they go, "It's worse. This is the worst year ever that's ever been on SNL," and like, it's not the worst year ever. Like, and everyone goes like, Mad TV was better than us. It doesn't matter. Like, it's always a really fallible sort of medium. And I think that's what's so great about it, is that like people just trying their hardest to make people laugh.
Well, I mean, one of the best things about sketch comedy is, you know, it's writing funny stuff like stand-up, but the audience is on your side, unlike in a stand-up comedy.
Yeah, oh, that's interesting, yeah.
I'm gonna make this as PC as possible. Do you like bigger Will Sasso or smaller Will Sasso?
Why don't you shut your mouth? Will Sasso's perfect. He's perfect. And by the way, there is, no offense, no one who makes me laugh harder in this world than Will Sasso. And we've worked on a couple different shows together, and like, he gets my giddy on. Like, he does a bit, it's impossible to describe. Remember John? John, the guy. Anyway, doesn't matter. But it was very, very funny.
Oh yeah, Will was amazing. I mean, he was big funny and super nice. And not just because he was Canadian. But it was great when, you know, it was such a benefit when they added him to the show. And it was hilarious that this big young guy could play old characters.
His Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
There was no better character in the history of sketch comedy than
And Randy,
Kenny Rogers.
his Randy Newman too.
His Randy.
That still plays in my
By the
head.
way, ready? No ground around for no Star Wars. I mean, his stuff rings true to me. I love me some.
My question is for both of you. You're both wonderful, by the way. I'm really glad that you're here. When you did your auditions for Mad TV, did you have like a character that you kind of developed throughout like your childhood that you kind of kept going, or was it like brand new stuff that you thought of like, you know, at the time or right before the time?
Those are two different stories. He honed his skill, and I had to post it on my thigh.
Well, like a childhood impersonation.
And I was like, they said, do 5 of your best characters or 5 minutes of your best material. And I was like, I don't have either one of those things. I did not, that was just not my wheelhouse. But then I came up with the Vancouver Lady. And, yeah, some other stupid shit. It worked.
Yeah.
And he honed his characters very well.
Only had one. The UPS guy is a character I'd already written, not as a child.
Do you remember Mary's, she would do the bird lady and oh my god, Nicole, tell me more. Remember she would do like as if she was working at like a Universal, like, and here we got do you remember what I'm talking about? Like, we got the peacock that shows up on the, Mary Shear did this character. Oh my god, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then Stewart was also hilarious.
Right.
And then UPS. Those are my 3 favorites. What are your 3 favorites?
Well, but it was nice for us all to be able to take those characters past 99 seats.
Hey, it's a pleasure to meet you both. I'll hopefully see you when you move back over to the tables. But Nicole, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You are absolutely amazing. I mean, we have so many memories of you guys, and we appreciate you, so I hope you know that. But has there ever been a discussion of a Mad TV reunion? Or putting a show back together, maybe with a different name with you guys? Has there been any thought of that?
They did it, and it was a colossal failure.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably why I didn't see it.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess when they did that new version of the show, Bring It Back, they didn't necessarily come back to all of us original cast members, because by the time the original show ended after 14 years, it was a completely different cast
And they came
than it
to
started
me,
with.
and they came to me and they said, can you do your one thing that we've all known you for, which is your Hillary Clinton, which is no one has a worse Hillary Clinton, no one is worse at it than me. No one in the history. Mo Collins is good. Like, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do Hillary Clinton. Here's the thing, and I don't give a shit. The reason why Mad TV failed is because the producer ran it under the ground. Like, he financially ran it under the ground. So, like, when they brought it back again, it was just financially not tenable. Yeah, you heard me. I'll speak with my full chest. Right? I'm cursing in front of her. I'm like, here.
Wow.
She's got it.
You're definitely going to have a couple of episodes of the podcast.
She's my new favorite person.
Both of you have gotten into cartoon voices, do a lot of cartoon voices now. How did you guys get into that stuff from sketch and improv and all and Mad TV? How did you make that transition?
Well, I think there's a couple of aspects. One, we had a show based on Mad Magazine, so we actually did have some animated stuff, although usually they didn't have no lines until they did the claymation stuff. Then they actually had characters. But also, when you do sketch comedy, you show people that you can do multiple different kind of characters the same way they look for you in voice acting. But also, we got real lucky because the people who cast us on Mad TV later, years later, got hired to cast the new show by the creator of The Simpsons. So we got to audition for Futurama. Wow. We might not be on late night when it gets to prime time.
Is it the Futurama time? Right? Is that when I get to say it? I was the original Futurama. I was the original Cyclops. the most tepid applause. Congratulations.
So a follow-up question to that, between voice acting versus acting, in front of the camera or maybe on stage, where's your preferences lie? What do you enjoy about maybe one over the other?
Well, Nicole has a great level of talent. She can play great in original characters, impressions, or Supergirl.
Everyone, this is my favorite party trick, is people go like, hey, can you call my daughter? She's a big Kim Possible fan. Do you mind talking to her? I'm like, sure. It's gonna sound exactly like this. He's the chameleon, I am not. I sound like me in pretty much everything you've ever heard. And so that's, that's the downside. The upside is I also work in live action.
Oh yeah. And you always play different characters on great sitcoms.
Where I sound exactly like me. Look, if you take yourself too seriously in this business, then you're shit out of luck. That's right, I cursed again. Right at you, Punky. Every time we curse, I'm looking at her.
Are there any particular examples of sketches where? Step back from that. Sketches where things didn't quite go the way you planned, and if you had the opportunity, you tried a little bit differently.
Sketch rewrites?
I don't know, just things that maybe in looking back on them, you're like, oh, maybe I would have liked to try something different.
Are you kidding me? Looking back, everything would be canceled.
Okay.
Looking back, none of it would work. I mean, especially my stuff.
Okay.
For sure. But it was a time. I don't even want to glorify it because that does disservice to what we're trying to accomplish now, right? And being a better people. But I will say that it was a magnificent time in comedy in that there was no rules and we sort of did what we did. But I'm glad it's not here anymore. Is that fair to say, Phil? I'm asking you. What do you think?
So?
I mean, do you think it's fair to say that...
It's weird, there's almost no sketch shows anymore. Except for the one 50-year-old.
Yeah, it's hard to do sketch shows now, huh? Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
What do you think that might be?
No idea. Because Hollywood is in a weird state.
Yeah, we're all trying to make it work, right? But I would rather err on the side of making it right than making it wrong. But I say that as a white woman with privilege, so like, how dare I, really speak to it?
Are there any particular characters you would like to revisit if you had the opportunity?
Wait, say, what was the question?
Yeah, any type of role that you'd like to revisit.
Oh, Antonia's my favorite thing that's ever. Antonia's my favorite. Like, hello. And people are like, how did that happen? I'm like, no, literally, that's when I would come home and I would talk to my cat. Like, I mean, no one around, just me and my cat. Like, hello, Ziti, how are you today? How was your day? And she's this fat calico cat that couldn't jump up on a counter. And I would lift her up onto, like, hello, Ziti, what's going on? And that's where Antonia came from. And like, I miss Cece, and I miss that character. I loved that character so much. And it was like, basically, it was based on a sketch that was in an Italian restaurant. That's why her name's Antonia. So it had nothing to do with my voice. Like, but I was like, I'm gonna try this voice, and then, like everything I do, it's haphazard, but it worked.
Well, I'd like to
Wait,
go back to any character that somebody writes a funny sketch about.
There's cosplay happening behind us. All right, whatever. It's no big deal. What are those? Are those characters that just went by?
Let's see.
Did you see who it was? No. They're not characters. What are they?
Everybody wants to know if
they're
Nicole's
furries?
single.
You're not speaking anymore. Our conversation's done. She's my best friend.
Well, and you have done lots of other types of characters beyond Mad TV. Are there particular ones in your vast portfolio that you'd like to revisit or have a particular fondness for?
I just did a show called Running Point. If anyone's seen that, it's on Netflix. My best friend Ike Barinholtz and his writing partner Dave Stassen wrote it. It's Kate Hudson, and it's about basketball. If you like basketball, it's really good. And I play a white trash mom, and I'm really good at it.
Can't wait to see that.
And Chet Hanks is the basketball player, and by the way, he's wearing lifts. But no, he's adorable. He's adorable. But he's also like 5'10". But he played basketball on the show. He's the cutest thing that's ever.
What about you, Phil? Any other particular characters you have a fondness for?
Not particularly. Basically, it's just the good characters in the good material. You know, I mean, unlike playing a gay coworker in an According to Jim episode, I ain't trying to get that back.
Oh, according to Jim, right? That's a day of our lives we'll never get back.
Yeah, but sometimes you take a gig just because you get a gig.
We didn't know what a jerk he was then. He's a jerk. Okay, in case you're wondering, he's a jerk. Hollywood has officially said that. It's not a hot take.
So, as actors, and what are the types of material that really speak to you, that you really like to do?
It's the quality of storytelling. You know, whatever medium, whether it's doing, you know, some good sketches or guesting on a show, or getting a part in a movie.
I personally love a good opportunity to overact, so if you give me that opportunity, I'll take that any day of the week. How big do you want me to be? Okay, I'll do that. My best, I was doing Mira Nova from Buzz Lightyear, and the director said that it was my favorite thing that's ever been said to me. He's like, okay, they're right next to you, and action. Like, even in the recording booth, I was like, and he's like, yeah, right, they're actually right next to you, so you don't have to shout everything you say, you don't have to shout. And I was like, oh, okay, got it. I'm a shouter. That's what she said. I'm just doing inappropriate jokes and stuff.
I was just going to ask you again, how involved are you guys with Family Guy? I mean, I know you play characters on there. The tackle line was one of my favorites of all time, but it's kind of cool to pick you guys out on Family Guy when you're there too.
Well, oddly, Family Guy exists because of Mad TV. The Fox executive for Mad TV was the person who decided to take this young guy, Seth MacFarlane, into Fox. And although actually I had worked on a little like 5-minute Nickelodeon project with Seth MacFarlane, but she was bringing him into primetime animation, and she asked a handful of Mad TV cast members, would you guys come do some voices for this young guy? And that's why Alex Borstein, you know, has always been one of the main characters on Family Guy.
They did not ask me to be.
Yeah, I don't think they asked Dave Herman either.
By the way, Deborah's the voice of every animated character on Mad TV. I mean, I think she does everything. And I was like, hey guys, how come you never want me to? They're like, it's all right. Alex. Alex Sullivan.
Well, it's hard for people as gorgeous looking as you and Deborah to get hired for. What? Well, you don't want to not have people see you.
Deborah Wilson, man, money.
But yeah,
she
could play
funny.
characters and she can do voice things.
She can do anything.
I mean, fortunately, one of the handful of times I got to be back working with her was we were recording a cartoon together made by the daughter of Richard Pryor about her life. She's doing a series about growing up black and Jewish in LA.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And
Deborah Wilson.
and me and Deborah got to do voices on it.
Deborah's amazing. I mean, she's amazing.
So Nicole, you mentioned you have one project coming up, the basketball project.
That's already done.
Oh, it's already okay. Are there other projects which could be TV-related animation, or maybe podcasts, books, anything that you'd like your fans to be looking
I
out
always
for?
say, like, the animation stuff I do, like, I don't know when it's gonna come. Like, I wish I could publicize it, but, like, I don't know. It'll be tomorrow or in 2058. I don't know. That's animation for you.
Well, the main upcoming project I want to promote is a movie that should be coming out pretty soon called Paradise Records. Written by, directed by, and starring the rapper Logic. And he put Kevin Smith in the movie, where his record shop owner was buying pot from Silent Bob in an alley. But he also wrote me a scene where a UPS delivery guy comes to the record shop. And I said, yeah, I can do that part. I got a costume for it.
Well, you'd also mentioned a podcast, I thought I heard you say earlier. Is that you doing?
Oh, yeah, there's a Mad TV podcast, Mad Rewind.
There is. Wait, what?
You weren't invited.
No, once again, no
Oh,
one
you
invites
will
me
be.
to this.
It was, well, it's produced by one of our crew members from the original Mad TV show, Brandy Stillwell.
Oh, okay.
She was our post-production producer.
Excellent. So look for that wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
So now she's doing post-production stories.
Awesome.
Do you have social media accounts in which you interact with fans at all? Is there places they can find you online?
I'm the worst. I don't interact with anyone. I mean, I try.
Is that true, Sullivan Nicole?
It's at Sullivan Nicole. No, not true. Just my name reversed. Because I'm clever.
Yeah, on Instagram and TikTok, it's at Lamarr. Two L's, two R's.
How'd you do that? How'd you get on top of it? Well, you know what? You're not Nicole Sullivan. Like, I mean, meaning there's 8. Did you guys know that there's 8 million Nicole Sullivans?
Oh, wow.
This Irish guy was like, yeah, I got it. Like, it's the most common. It's crazy how common the name is.
Wow.
It's crazy. Phil's not impressed.
Well, yeah, all the other Lamarrs don't spell it right.
Nicole Sullivan, Phil Lamarr, thank you very much for joining us here on stage, for joining us at the con. You'll be around a little bit more to meet with fans at your table.
Yeah, we'll be back at the table. Thank you all so much for coming out to the con.
I'll be sitting right here
and
for
coming
like
out for
7
this
hours.
panel. And not looking mad.
All right, thank you all, Planet FunCon, for attending the con. Cons don't happen without you, so please enjoy the rest of your con.
Are you guys having fun?